Morning YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the song Asia from the Asia album. In 1977, this was the album that you needed to have if you were a follower of Steely Dan. There's not a whole lot of information about this song either on YouTube, the internet, or anywhere really on solo acoustic guitar. So I decided to put out my version for solo acoustic. I know it was played with piano, but this is a great song. As before, I'm going to play a little snippet of the song and then I'm going to go through each of the sections. So let's go ahead and get started. Up on the hill, people never stare. They just don't care. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about how to play this this great song. As I said before, haven't seen too much explanation about this song on YouTube. So let me show you how I play this. The guitar itself is in standard tuning. There's no real issues there. I do have a little bit of delay on the guitar amp. Now, Asia, it starts out with a keyboard piano type melody lead at the very beginning. That starts out on a B major 7th chord, the way I play it. B major 7th is made by putting your first finger down on the 2nd fret of the A string, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, your ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and then your pinky finger on the 4th fret of the B string. And you're just playing the middle strings. And it's just sort of a melody line that you're playing. There's actually some lead guitar that's going on top of it. And you're going to pretty much go right into the first chord, which is a B. It's sort of the half bar B on the 2nd fret. This is the B position. Your first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then you lay your ring finger down on all the strings down. But you're only playing the middle 4 strings, so it's up on the... And then you're going to go from a B to a B6. Now a B6 is made by plucking the E string, the high E string, which this is laying on the 4th fret of the high E string. So it's up on the hill, people never... And back to B again. And then you go to an F sharp minor 7th with a B bass. Now, that doesn't get much easier than this. You're basically laying your first finger across the first 5 strings, starting at the B, starting here on the 2nd fret of the A string. So you're just doing, that is an F sharp minor 7th B with a B bass. So it's up on the hill, people never stare. And then it's back to the B major 7th. They just, almost like in stabs, they just don't, to an E major 7th, which is made by putting your first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then you lay your ring finger across the 4th fret of the G, B, and the high E. So it's, and they're just sort of plucking those chords, those strings rather. They just don't. That's E major 7th, back to the F sharp minor 7th with a B bass. Now this is the one that gets kind of cool. You go to a C major 7th, And I call it slow with expression. You're doing some picking. You're just setting a kind of a dreamy tone. And then you're going to go to, that's first position, C major 7th. Then you're going to go to a D6 9, which is sort of like it's kind of like a mini G chord. Your middle finger is on the 5th fret of the A string. Your pointer finger is on the 4th fret of the D string, and then your ring finger is on the 5th fret of the B string. And you're just playing the middle strings here. Kind of a dreamy chord here. So let me play that line again. So you're going to start out with, they just don't care. F sharp minor 7th with a B bass. Kind of pause. C major 7th. You gotta listen to the recording. Dreamy. And then you're gonna kind of get into the to the more higher tempo. You're gonna say this. You go to the E7th, which is the 5th fret E7th. The one that looks like a C7th chord slid up to the 5th fret. So it's Chinese music under the banyan tree. So you're gonna go E7th to a G in stabs, G, A, G. Here at the, and it's F sharp 7th, 2nd fret, to a D sharp 7th, which is, you know, everybody's played the D 7th, and you just slide that up 1 fret, and then you put your pointer finger down on the 1st fret of the D string, and you're just playing those 4 strings. So D sharp 7th to a G sharp 7th. Okay, so let me go ahead and play that line again. So let me see. I'll start at the last of the second line. Chinese music under the banyan tree, here at the Dude Ranch, F sharp 7, above the sea, G sharp 7th. And then there's a little lead lick that I think sounds best. It's really the only lead lick I play in this song. And it really starts here on the 3rd fret of the A string. You're going to go. And it sort of goes into it's sort of the lead into the Asia part. So let me play that and you'll see how it fits in. The Dude Ranch across above the sea, Asia. And you're going to go to a B minor 7th with an E bass. So you're doing your normal B minor 7th in the 2nd fret, and then you make sure that you slide down so that you can pluck the E string, the low E, as your bass. So you're going to go. It's very important in this song. Asia. And then you go to an E minor 7th with a single note E minor 7th. When all. And then you go to a D. Dime dancing is through. Sort of stab. So it's, let me play that line. Asia, when all my dime dancing is through. So you're going D, C, D, back to C. So it's you're just sort of stabbing on. Okay. Then you're going to go, the next song, I Run to You. It starts on an F major 7th. I run. You can just stab that. I run, F major 7th, 1st position. Run to a G, to a D flat major 7th, C major 7th, and then a B major 7th. Now the D flat major 7th is made here on the 4th fret by putting your first finger on the 4th fret of the A string, your middle finger on the 5th fret of the G string, your ring finger is on the 6th fret of the D string, and your pinky finger is on the 6th fret of the B string, and you're just playing the middle strings here. And you're just kind of going down the scale. These are all major chords. D flat major, C major 7th, and a B major 7th. Okay, so let me play that last line. This is important to get this, this verse in here like this, okay? Asia, second and last line. When all my time dancing is through, on F major 7th to you, and then to a B minor major 7th, and you're doing the slow and expressive. There's kind of a little lead on there, a piano lead. Okay, that's the verse. The second verse with the double helix and that whole thing is the very same thing as what I just showed you. The only difference is in the last line. When you do the D flat to a C major 7th, I run to you, you're going to go to an F sharp minor 7th with a B bass. You're sort of setting yourself up for the interlude, which I'm going to show you next. And then you're going to go from an F sharp major 7th B bass to a B minor 7th with an E bass, sort of like in the Asia thing. And then we get into the interlude. Now the interlude has a little bit of a different sort of beat on it, and it's sort of faster. So it's sort of, I call it a rockin' with lead. And if you listen to the song, you'll know what I'm talking about, it having lead. That's the first line. Very important to try to get that down. So let me show you how to play that. You're basically going to be sort of doing stabs off of the A chord, and you're going to do them 4 times. You're going to go. So it's A, pluck the A, and then you're going to pull off these the A chord notes, primary ones, and then go to the G. So it's A, 3, 4. And then you're going to switch and do the very same little pattern sound from a G to an F, only twice. So it's first position G, and then you're going to go to the F sharp minor 7th again 3 times, and then you're going to repeat this whole line again. There's lead guitar going over the top of it. So you got that. That's the first line of the interlude. Second line of the interlude kind of goes back into a very expressive type of picking. And you're going to basically move your first finger to the 2nd fret of the G string. Kind of creating another one of these dreamy chords. And there's lead going over the top of it. You want to do that for about 2 measures. Go to a C major 7th, do the same thing. First position, C major 7th. And then you're going to play an E7 suspended. And just sort of let it ring out like that. So you're going to go a G, adds 2. C major 7th, really chilling down. Okay, now the next two lines are really stabs. They really are. So it goes F sharp to a G major 7th, to an A, to a G major 7th, to an C sharp minor 7th. Okay, hold that. Then you're going to go G, F, A minor, G, back to this again. Okay, so let me just play that because you gotta hear how that all goes together because it really does sort of flow together. So let me start. I'll play the the first line of the interlude, and then I'll go into the chords of the stabbing part of that there's lead going on. Okay, so it's there's no singing in this. Back, doing that 4 times just like at the beginning. Three stabs, and then you're going to go to a very strange chord here, getting back into the verse again. And trust me, this is a weird one. This is a C major 13th with a flattened 5th. Okay, it's pretty easy to play. It's almost like an upside down C. You put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then you put your middle finger on the 4th fret of the D string. You put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and then your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the B string. It's one of those weird diminished chord type sounds. Because you're just going to stay on it until you go back to the B major 7. And then you're going to go back into the verse again. Up on the hill, they think I'm okay, or so they say. And the 3rd verse is the same. Okay, so you play that same thing, play the 3rd verse, it's the exact same thing, and then you end, and basically you're going to end just like you did before, I run to you, okay? Back to the C major 7th, and then you're going to go back to the C major 13th flattened 5th, and then you're going to, there's a rockin' lead, and it just sort of fades out on this F sharp minor 7th with a B bass, and you're just playing this. And if you listen to the recording, you'll know what I mean. It just sort of fades out. You just stay on that F sharp minor 7th with a B bass. Okay, folks, that's how you play Asia. It's not as mysterious as it sounds, and it is possible to play it on a solo acoustic guitar. I had to shorten the interlude a little bit because that is crazy chords there. But very well doable, and if you have somebody who can play the lead part for the song Asia, it would be a great song. So, as before, if you have any questions about this or any of the other videos that I've posted, leave me a question or a comment at my YouTube channel, and as always, have a great day. And I'll catch you later.